let's see if we can finish drawings of my life. I don't know if I'll actually get it all done, but we're going to try. So here goes. Don't get seasick, don't get seasick. Ah, here we are again. So let's see. We did this. Whoa. Alright. So I told you back here I had a friend who I knew pretty well. So we're going to start out with her. She's right here. She's friend number 2. And friend number 1, I'm just a disclaimer. I'm just going to give the perspective on my perspective and how it affected me. I'm not doing this to offend anyone. Just FYI. Okay. So I had 2 friends later on. And like I said, she didn't always treat me well. She kind of sometimes said things about me to me, which weren't very pleasant. And eventually I met this other one. Now, she was nice to me the entire time I knew her, and I really enjoyed talking to her, and I couldn't wait for Sundays to come. And for a while, all 3 of us were actually pretty good friends. And, well, eventually, they had kind of an argument, and, well, friend number 2 always had the problems and kind of had an argumentative attitude. So she argued with friend number 1, and I was in the middle of it. And so I cried a lot. Some more. And so I wrote a letter to friend number 2's mother. And yeah. And she told me I couldn't be her friend anymore. And I was like, okay, well, bye. So after that, I was really sad, and I really didn't understand why that happened. And I stopped reading my Bible and stuff, which was a big mistake. And I started getting into arguments with my sister more. I didn't really pay attention in school very well because I was always going through in my head what happened. And I really didn't take care of my face or my hair, and I just really looked bad all the time. But, you know, and the new church building was going up at that time, and it looked really great, but I was still pretty sad at that time even. So eventually, friend number 1 had to go away because she had some of her own problems in her life, and I really, really, really started to miss her. And all the time I was thinking about all the times we spent together. And then I realized my only closest friend was my rabbit. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's true. So I was consistently sitting alone trying to figure out, why did this happen? What's the point of friendships if they always end? And so I was really frustrated, and there were a lot of things happening at that time that I won't go into. But a couple times I just stood on this cliff that's near my house and contemplated life and things. And sometimes I even thought, would everyone just be happier if I was dead? I mean, wouldn't that make the world a better place? And that was a really selfish thought. And I hope that no one who watches this gets the idea that that's okay. That is a very selfish thought. There are people out there that need you and love you more than you love yourself. And God loves you. So from that point, I turned around and I started running, which I still occasionally do, but since it's winter right now, I haven't done much. I started reading my Bible again, and God had mended my broken heart and all the different things that happened. There were a lot, like I said, there's a lot of things that I won't go into, but God mended my heart. All right, so I started to reconnect with my family and my bunny rabbit. I'm always happy that my bunny rabbit's always there. And eventually we got a dog. And I got closer to my sister again than I ever have. And eventually my brother, my older brother, met his what would be his wife, and we became best friends. Me and my sister became best friends with my sister-in-law, and I was in her wedding, which that was the first time ever being a bridesmaid. And we spent a lot of time with her when she lived just down the street from us for a while. But now they moved to a different town, and I don't see her quite as much. But I still have a lot of good memories of spending time with her. And pretty soon I'll be an auntie. All right, so the next part is basically closer to what I'm doing now. I haven't done cooking in a long time, but I really enjoy it, especially like desserts and stuff. But I haven't done a lot in a while. I've been doing a lot of reading, and one of the things I'm doing right now is a lot of drawing, especially clothes and people. As you can see, some of my people actually look okay-ish, kind of. I think so. Anyway, and friend number 1 I've seen a couple times now. I wouldn't see her for like months sometimes, but I really miss her, and I think about her a lot, and I love her very much. If she ends up accidentally seeing this, I love you very much, and I hope to see you sometime. One of my highlights a couple summers ago, before my sister went to college, was getting email. And one of my first emails came from a guy friend of mine. Well, at the time I didn't know him very well, and it's actually friend number 1's brother. Yeah, I guess that's not really important, but he became a close friend of mine through email correspondence, and eventually I got my Nook, which helped with my email, because I could sit on my bed and write emails and stuff. And there's another drawing of my bunny rabbit. Always makes my life just a tiny bit better. And I got closer to God, and I'm still growing. I mean, I have a lot to learn. I started playing piano. Well, first I had singing lessons, and then I had piano lessons, which is really great. And eventually I got Facebook, so I could Facebook my friend. And let's see, I still talk to my sister a lot more. And she eventually graduated and went to Northland International University, and she's there right now, which it's a really awesome place, like I've said before. So I'm a lot happier than I used to be. I spend a lot of time on my Nook and drawing. And I realize that time goes really fast, and the sun shines and stuff. And I think I'll stop there for a minute, and because this is getting kind of long, I will stop there and do my conclusion in my next video. Kind of all this stuff, which was basically my summer. And so I'll see you in a bit. Bye.